up, everybody? You guys are in on me. I'm Evan Simano. I'm back. Just got done training. I got my training hoodie on. I haven't made a video in a long time. I think it's been about a month and a half or so. So I thought, you know what? I should make another video. And also give you guys an update on that July fight. I got bad news about it. I couldn't participate. We got everything. We got registered to USA Boxing, but when we were trying to find a doctor's appointment so they can check me, evaluate that I'll be good for the fight, and I got my health requirements and stuff, they couldn't fit me in at such a tight schedule. They had a lot of clients and stuff, and they just couldn't get me in. But hopefully, if my grades will be good, basically if I do good in school and everything goes according to plan, which it really should. This time I'm almost 100% sure, because now I'm really going to be trying in school. Because before I was taking school a little too lightly, when I really shouldn't have. Should have been taking it a lot more seriously. But so that was my fault. But this year, good grades. I'm gonna have good grades. I'm gonna do the best I can, and I'm gonna get a few fights in the butt, hopefully. And with that out of the way, I wanna talk about the Ringside Diablo boxing shoes. I use these for boxing. Well, that's the only sport I do. All I do is boxing. And as you can see, these are low top, mid top. They fit up to about where these are. So they're a little bit higher than the Jordan 1 mids. They're a little higher than those. So if you're looking for a mid top shoe, I gotta say, before we get in, this is definitely a shoe I recommend. And compared to my other ones, my Title Speedflex Encore Talls, those are a tall boxing shoe, and those are more so for better support and being quicker. So it's like to where you can move around a lot, like that, boom, boom, you get the point. You can still go inside, you can still be a brawler with those shoes, but you would rather look for a shoe that has more tread. As you can see, it's got tread. Got a lot of dirt on it though. I had to clean this shoe up a lot because I had my other one there. I cleaned them both up because these were really dirty because of training. And I thought, you know what? I think it's time to clean them up a little bit. So I gave them a quick cleaning for the video. I want to mention when I had sparring earlier, in respect to those people who I was sparring with at Lincoln Boxing Club, I cannot show the video, and I cannot do anything like that, and because they just didn't want me to show. And we were actually pretty evenly matched. I went up against a kid. I had 2 fights. Both him and I did very good. It was a really close matchup, and we both enjoyed it. And I might spar with that group next week. Next week I should be sparring with that kid again. Of course, I'm not gonna upload a video on it or anything, but it was fun. You know, beginning nerves though kicked in, but then after the first punch I threw, I was like, alright, I am ready. You know. But that's how fights are. That's how sparring is. You'll get all nervous, and then boom, you throw that one punch, and once you throw that first punch, you're ready. But now, on to the review of this. The Ringside Diablos. If I had to choose between these and the titles I have in the storage gym, it'd be a mix-up. If you are a brawler, these without a doubt. These for inside fighters because they give good grip. And mind you, I'm using these on wrestling mats, not boxing mats, wrestling and jiu-jitsu mats. Wrestling and jiu-jitsu mats are pretty similar. So I'll just say wrestling because not sure about jiu-jitsu because I haven't ever done jiu-jitsu. I've only wrestled and boxed. But these would be good. These would be good for traction for sure. Title. The titles have no grip, no tread. These have pretty good tread, pretty good. You could definitely find a shoe that has more tread, but they overall just have really good tread either way. And I wanted to show you guys real quick. Can't really see it, but right here, you can see the little thread. I had to cut that because these over a month. I've had these for about a month and a half. In a 1 month span, that happened. It started pulling the threading. It's good now. I mean, it still performs really, really well. But it was just really, like, it was scary. It was scary for me because I was like, wow, I just got these shoes. And compared to my titles, these, I'd say, they don't have as good durability on the sole. Those ones, people talk about, if you see on Untitled Boxing, they'll talk about the shoe, the sole right here separating within a month. I've had those for a year. Hasn't happened to me yet. They're really good shoes. Both of these are really solid shoes. And now let's get into the review. As you can see, I'm a little dumb, so I'm not exactly sure what kind of material this is made out of, but it feels like a little bit. It feels really similar to how the Title Speedflex Encores do on the white part, and then here it's a completely different kind of one. It's mesh, so that's obviously going to wear out over time. And then the laces are your standard kind of laces. If you want to, they're long enough so you could tie them up, put them around the shoe, and then tie. You get the point. And then you also see the bottom right here. You see the indents, and then you could just see all that tread. It will really help out on the mat because you can really grip onto it, you know. And you can see the Ringside logo right there, and then on the tongue, you have the same mesh on the outside, and as you can see, the Ringside logo rubberized right here, Ringside on that, and then on the inside, it's I want to say polyester. I'm an idiot. So pretty similar material to the Title. So comfort-wise, these are really good. Both of them are really comfortable, and these are a lot more convenient than the Title Speedflex Encores. And I would recommend these over those when it comes to overall. I think they're pretty equally matched, but when it comes to the whole aspect of how simple it is to put it on and convenience, these are definitely a better shoe for convenience. As you can see, you don't need to lace them up all the way. And if you want, I usually leave this one open, so then I can, if you have tassels, you know, those little tassels that hang off the shoes, I wouldn't use it with these since they are mid, but if you want to, you can still use them, and then also it just gives the laces more room to tie around. Now, we talked about the general aspect. Now let's get into more detail. As you can see, durability, these are pretty good, but this right here, the mesh part, is going to wear out over time. But this is really good for breathability though, which I will take that trade-off because I've had these for a month, no problem with the mesh. The sole right here, some of the threading was pulled, so durability on the sole, not as good as the Title, but the Title are really durable. But this shoe should last at least a year, so these should be good for at least a year. And even at that, I think they'll still be really good. And as you can see, it's rubber, and they did a nice job making it together so you can't really pull it, which is really good. And you can see between the rubber part and right here you have this foam. It's really hard, deep density foam, and that's going to definitely help with support on the ankle. As you can see, it rises up a little bit. It'll go down, up. And obviously, as you can see, this shoe is definitely not like the titles. Now we talked about the whole durability aspect. Let's get to the comfort. These shoes are very comfortable. They have, as I mentioned, similar kind of material to the titles, and you can see inside there it has a sole. If I can try to get it out for you guys. Don't think I can. It's really hard to get. You gotta have nails. Okay. But the inside, it's like memory foam, I think. So you got some pretty good support, I guess. And right here, it's just a really soft material, which is actually good. I would recommend. I know some people don't wear socks training, which is I highly recommend that you do not do that. Definitely wear socks. That will really help with comfort. And you could get these at Walmart. They're really cheap, or you can get them at TJ Maxx. Pretty much any retail site, place or anything like that, or a place that has clearances. They're Hurley, and they're actually really comfortable. So I would recommend these because, as you can see, I have them at a lower length. You can pull them all the way up to right there. I usually keep them lower though. But these would definitely go good with this because if you aren't wearing socks, comfort goes down for every shoe. But this one especially because of the back. You can see the heel, but on the inside, on the back of the heel right there, it would really not be comfortable. As you can see, 909, normal, pretty much, if it would focus. Come on. There you go. You can see it's 9, so I have pretty average sized feet. And I would definitely recommend these. For me, I recommend these over the titles because these are I fight as an inside fighter and a brawler, so it really helps me out a lot more than those other ones. And then now I want to get on to the laces. I know it's this one that's pretty straightforward, but I gotta mention that these, despite I know a lot of the shorter boxing shoes, they don't make the laces long enough to where you can tie them around more, to where you can go like this. To where you can see, go here, and then tie it around. Obviously, I don't have it fully strapped up and everything. But to where you can go around the ankle for extra support. But these do. And I really appreciate that. And to top it off, if you want to, the laces come really awkwardly laced, as almost every shoe does. They have a different kind of pattern than your normal ones. For example, on my Jordans, you can see you pull up like that instead of out like that, which factory is like that. And that's how these shoes came. So I had to fix that. Now, when I would consider value for money, these were about, say, 70 bucks, 65, 70 bucks, and I would definitely say that these are a pretty good value. I say better value than the titles, and I'm not too sure about that, as the titles, those are really cheap. Those are about 40 bucks, and you got a really solid shoe. It just wasn't as convenient as these. But overall, if I had to choose a shoe, like not including value for money, just overall shoe, but it's a better shoe between this and my title. And you guys know I have a really fond opinion of the title. I would recommend these because these are just better built for a brawler since you have more grip versus the other one. If I were to do this right now with it, then it would just go like that, not even planned. But these are, comparing these to the title with value for money, I would recommend the titles more, since those are cheaper and they provide just a little bit less quality. Whenever I get a job, I plan to get, whenever I get a job this winter or summer, like, you know, kind of winter break or summer break job, I'm going to be getting, whenever I am able to get money in general, like big money, bigger money, about like $100, $200 or so, I'm going to get probably shoes, but I'd say probably either another pair of the superior gloves I have, or either those, maybe Cleto Reyes, as Cleto's, you can get the Safe Text ones from Mitwork, which those are really comfortable. I heard those are really comfortable, and the thumbs like this compared to the other normal Cletos that are like that. So this isn't too comfortable. Or Infinitude, might get those. But yeah, I might also upload a video on how I wrap my hands. I do pro style, so you take I don't know how to explain it, but you'll take like this part where you would put it on your thumb, on your middle finger, and you would go like that. You take that and you hold it with your thumb right here, and you'll go around these knuckles, and you keep on doing that, and then eventually you'll stop, pull it off, and then you put it on the knuckle itself, and then hold it there. Or I hold it there with my chin, go like this, there, adjust it a little bit, and then you go around the thumb, you get the point. I might upload a video on that, or you guys could just search up a video on how to do that. Which probably better to do that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. These are definitely a shoe I would recommend if you are a beginner boxer. Obviously, if you're more advanced, like let's say you're pro, or I highly doubt any pro boxers watch my videos. But let's say you're able to get a lot more money, and you can afford shoes that cost $100, $200. Then I would not recommend these for you guys. As these are a good shoe, even compared to the really high price ones. These just don't provide the same quality as, for example, I say the Reebok Bucks. Those are $100, I think, or the Adidas Hog 3s, Hogs. All the Adidas. Those are 100. Those are like 90 to 150, 180 dollars. So I would not recommend those. I would not recommend those if you are beginning, because when you're a beginner, you don't know if you want to continue with the sport. And even if you are a beginner and you know you want to do the sport, you still probably can't waste that much money on the sport at that time, because most beginners don't have that much money to just blow on gear and get Cleto straight off the bat, and get like Adam's boxing shoes, which are like $1,000 straight off the bat. You can't have that kind of money. My first pair of boxing shoes was $40, and then my first pair of gloves were the cheaper. They were the cheap. I think they were the Everlast Powerlocks, the synthetics. Those were $50. So as you can tell, and I was really crazy about the sport. So as you can tell, boxing it eats up a lot more money than I say football, because teams provide the gear and stuff. But honestly, comparing this shoe to, for example, other shoes that are within the price range would be Tidal. They have the Predators. Those are about $80. There's also, I'm trying to think, what are they called? They're from Tidal as well. The Ring Mambas, those go on sale a lot, and they're $70 a lot of the time. There's a bunch of shoes. Comparing this shoe to other shoes in this category, I'd say I definitely think that this shoe is way better. Because as you can see, this shoe is like a lot more quality feeling than the Titles. The Titles are, how do I explain it without sounding too harsh? They feel cheap. They feel pretty cheap. They're good for the price range, but they just feel cheaper than this. This is made with, as you can see, the hard plastic rubber kind of material. That one is majorly made out of this kind of material on the outside, this kind of inside material, which is gonna which is going to wear out a lot faster than this plastic, versus the mesh, which actually that will probably not last too long either. But I would say though that if you compare these to other shoes that are around the same price, I would definitely recommend them. And I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and well, have a good day.